Hearing the sound of an engine roaring down the street turns heads almost immediately. Most of the time, that car has a standard transmission. Mostly everyone in the United States that is at least 15 has driven a car, but many haven't taken the challenge of driving a stick. I chose this topic because my first car I learned how to drive on was a '99 Jeep Wrangler. It had a standard transmission, approximately 5-speed. The purpose of the speech is to persuade my audience that each of them should at least learn how to drive a stick shift. Although it takes a long time to become smooth when manually shifting, I believe that learning so teaches an individual patience and discipline, the pros, the advantages of driving a stick, and it helps with their awareness on the road. The first thing taught when learning how to drive with a standard transmission is patience and discipline. When driving a stick, you have 5 to 6 gears you must shift through in order to speed up, all while focusing on the clutch and the accelerator. When you start the engine, you must put the car from neutral to first gear. When you master that, you might want to practice shifting up more. Whenever you roll from neutral to first, when the RPMs hit 3,000 is when you shift to second. Multitasking makes it very difficult though, because the concept of manually shifting is so foreign. I became very frustrated whenever I first started driving because I stalled out in many intersections. According to dmv.org, when you master starting the engine, you might want to practice shifting up, going down the road. It is a step-by-step process, so once you do so, you will eventually master shifting smoothly. I think there are more advantages when it comes to operating a vehicle with a standard transmission. There are many advantages when it comes to manually shifting because many drivers prefer it over an automatic because they feel more in control of the vehicle. Essentially, an automatic transmission guesses when shifting. So when you shift with a stick shift, you are able to precisely shift up or down. Whenever I would shift in my Jeep, it would accelerate slowly, but in other cars, such as my friend's Mustang, it would shift fast. For my final point, I believe that precise shifting and the multitasking actually keeps one focused while driving. Because you're busy focusing on not stalling in a four-way, you make sure everything is flowing smoothly, such as the release of the clutch and the up and down shifting, and the gas as well. This eliminates many tasks that have nothing to do with driving, such as playing with the radio, talking on the phone or texting, or just zoning out on the road. Following the statement, the driver becomes more engaged with the car. They have to learn when to speed up, speed down, listen to the RPMs, and check the meter. It helps with the driver's road awareness as well. I feel as if I'm qualified to speak. I feel as if I'm qualified to persuade such an audience on this topic because I first learned how to drive a Jeep with a standard transmission. In conclusion, I wanted to share with you why I think everyone should learn how to drive a vehicle with a standard transmission. I've explained to you that driving with a standard transmission teaches the patience and discipline. I explained the pros behind it, and how it helps with the driver's road awareness. My qualification comes with the experience of driving my first car, the '99 Jeep Wrangler, and I prepared facts to inform or persuade my audience. Everyone should consider at least learning how to drive a stick, because if you can drive that, you can pretty much drive anything with 4 wheels. Overall, a standard transmission will teach the driver a safe practice and it will help them become patient. You will save gas and you will become more focused while driving on the road. Thank you.